Hello everybody, very cute greeting of the day my dear children. My dear friends, how are you today? Very good, all of you are very fine. What happened Mr. Mahesh? You said you are not fine. Oh, you are suffering from stomach pain, but still you came to this class, very good. Please take care of your health, okay. Well, others all are fine. It is very nice to live, it is a pleasant word that you are fine. Now, let me ask you then very simple question. Why are you fine? Why are you fine? ಯಾಕೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ? What made you fine today? Wide variety of answers can be given. See, you are the 15 numbers here, right? I want 50 answers. Come on, it starts from Mr. Mahesh is the one. Okay, 49 answers I want. Why are you fine? ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂದರೆ I am fine because. Yes please, Mr. Kiran. I am fine because you ate food. Okay, next. Yes, your health is good. Yes, there. Sundar. Today it is very pleasant weather. Yeah, it is too little cold, right? Misty weather. Fine. Miss Sakila there. Why are you fine today? You are fine because school has reopened. Very good. Yeah, thanks to you, my dear girl, that you are very much on toes to come to school. Right. Yes, there. Nisha, why are you fine today? I am fine because. Say in a sentence, I am fine because. Yes, you ate your breakfast. Very good. Then next, I am fine. You are fine because. Yes, Mr. Sharif, you want to tell something? All are laughing because of your answer. What is that? Let you share your laughter. Oh, very good. You are a fan of cricket then. You are fine because Mumbai Indians have won the IPL match, so you are fine today. You are feeling very relaxed and jubilant, right? Very good. That's very good answer. Okay. Such answers can be. Yes. Any other some crazy answers, some funny answers also you can think of. Yes, Rajesh, you want to tell something? You are fine because I have come to the class. Okay, very good. Whenever I come to the class, you feel relaxed, fine and good. Okay, then I will take all the 8 hours today, 8 classes that are there. No, I will only take. Fine, no? Okay. Yeah, I know after 2 or 3 hours you will feel that sir, please go and let others come. Okay, fine. Anyway, you are fine because of these answers. Now, this is the one assignment to you to complete at home. Okay, what you have to do now? I am fine. Different answers to inverted comma. I am fine. Answers, all answers starts with I am fine because. First word, I am fine because colon or semicolon 1. I ate breakfast. My health is good. My parents are fine. My brother has come from Bombay. India had won the match, or Mumbai Indians have won the IPL. So, these are all the answers that you can think of. See, teachers are fine. My home is very lovely. Deepavali days are coming near. My father has brought lots of crackers for me. So, this is the reason why you are fine. Or school has at least reopened after many months. I am fine because my friends have given me gifts. So, the reason I am fine because we have sufficient rainfall. I am fine because my injuries have been cured. So, these are all the answers says that you are fine. I am fine because mother's health is good. I am fine because my mother has prepared a delicious breakfast for me. My mother has prepared my favorite chitranna today. So, I am fine. I am fine because I could speak 5 sentences in English. Did you understand? This is how you can improve your spoken English. So, my dear children, see that you will ask some simple question, why are you fine, and you will get wide variety of answers. It will help you a lot to improve your spoken part. In the same way, if at all a question is asked, what's your breakfast? The answers are wide variety. My breakfast is dosa, my breakfast is idli. Who prepared idli? How was the taste of idli? How many idlis have you taken? How did you help your mother? Okay. These are all the questions we have to raise in yourself. Solulaki, ಸ್ವಗತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಆವಾಗ you will get the control over spoken part. Okay, all the very best in your spoken part. Let's move back with the recapitulation of what we have done in the lesson number 4, B.R. Ambedkar. There we have seen that B.R. Ambedkar's, you had given plenty of examples after watching Mahanayaka serial in Zee Kannada, that B.R. Ambedkar's biography or early life was not bed of roses. You had given me the biographical details about the father, mother, right, everything you had given. Now, let us concentrate only on the textbook right now, as we are hardly few months behind the examination. Let us see what the lesson says about, or what we have seen so far. See, we have seen in that lesson, first paragraph, that he had a one special trait. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar had a special trait. What is that? What is the special trait B.R. Ambedkar had? Yes, the special trait was that he had an insatiable thirst for books. Insatiable thirst. You will be asked, what is the meaning of trait? Quality, guna, okay, character, good feature. Okay, you also have, please have the good quality of reading more and more books. More book, read more, so that you can get more, gain more knowledge, right. The next we have seen that he was a voracious reader. Give examples, so that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was called as a voracious reader. Or how do you call B.R. Ambedkar a voracious reader? How do you prove that he had an insatiable thirst for books? Give any two examples for B.R. Ambedkar being the voracious reader. So, what are the two examples? He went to America and brought 2000 old books. He went to England and brought 32 box books, right. In which conference it is? Yes, we are very good, my dear children. It is second round table conference in 1931. Okay, fine. Next we have seen that he had observed in 1868, when he had been to America, he observed the 14th amendment to the US Constitution, which gave freedom to the black Americans, which was a parallel situation to the depressed classes who were suffering in numerous manner. So, he saw that 18th amendment to the US Constitution, which gave freedom to the black Americans, thereby he thought that he can conceive or form one rule so that the depressed classes or lower classes or exploited classes can be given freedom, or they can be given main rights. So, this is the one that you have to remember in the examination point of view. How did the 14th amendment to the US Constitution inspire Dr. B.R. Ambedkar? So, beware of this question. So, the 14th amendment to the US Constitution helped Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to chalk out a beautiful rule for the depressed classes in India, to think of a one rule or the rights for them. Okay. So, in the later course, as he had adopted constitution, he had given basic rights or fundamental rights to, especially for the depressed classes. Okay, next we have seen that the newspapers, because all the words or the feelings of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar should be the voice of the depressed classes, should be scribbled somewhere. ಅದನ್ನು ಅದು ಬರಹ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವರು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ವಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಶರೀಫ್, ನಾವ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ 3 ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್? You are not there in the class, I know. So, I have asked this question. Please take your seat. Miss Fatimat Zuveria, what is your answer there? Which are the 3 newspapers started by him? I have given you the clue. SBM, you can call it by SBM. S means Samata, B means Bahishkrita Bharata, M means Mukanayaka, or you can say MBBS also, I have written here. M means Mukanayaka, BB means Bahishkrita Bharata, and S means Samata. So, MBBS means 3 newspapers of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, which were the voice of his feelings, which also became the voice of the depressed classes. At the same time, he had started some of the social institutions to carry out in a united manner all the agitation, the revolt. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತವಾದ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರು. ದ 2 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹಿತಕಾರಿಣಿ ಸಭಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ದ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳ ಒಂದು ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಸಾರಿಗೆಯಾಗಿ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಎಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್. ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಪವನ್, what's your answer? Don't know? Yogesh Naik, you tell me the answer please. Mahatma Gandhi ji called depressed classes as loudly Shiva Vishnuvina Priyaru. Vishnu Priyaru anta helidre Harijans. See, Harijans, he called them as Harijans. This is what we have studied. Later we have studied, we also studied that he went to become the legislative member of Bombay Legislative Assembly, and also he had just used all the flair that he has with the rules and regulations. Well, this is what we have studied so far. Am I right? In between, Jyotiba Phule had influenced him. You please tell me, either in English or in Kannada, in what way Jyotiba Phule inspired Dr. B.R. Ambedkar? Who has an answer? Savita, can you answer please? Yes, Savita. What answer you have? Yes. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳು, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಜಾತಿ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಬಾ ಫುಲೆ ಹೋರಾಡಿದರು. ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋರಾಡಿದರು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅವರು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ರೀಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್, ವಿಡೋ ರೀಮ್ಯಾರೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋರಾಡಿದರು. ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋರಾಡಿದರು. ಅಸ್ಪೃಶ್ಯತೆಯ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಡಿದರು. ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ, ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ is there anybody who can answer please? Sudha, what you have the answer? What answer you have there? You are searching somewhere in the book. Please be straight and listen here. Okay. See, he had fought against untouchability. He had fought against the discrimination in caste system. He had fought against the superstitious beliefs in India, and he favored women education and at the same time widow remarriage. ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸಮಾಜದ ಕೆಲವು ಲೋಪದೋಷಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಬಾ ಫುಲೆ ಹೋರಾಡಿದರು. ಅದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಾಲಕ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀರಿತು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸತ್ಯಶೋಧಕ ಸಮಾಜ 1873ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡಾವಳಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಹತ್ತಿರದಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದರು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಬಾ ಫುಲೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಿಂದಲೇ ಬಂದವರು. ಫೈನ್, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಯು ಒನ್ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ. Do you remember that you have to write some of the special features of the Indian Constitution? ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ವಿಶೇಷತೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪತ್ತೆ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದೇ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ FA2ಗೆ, that you have to write minimum 10 sentences. Why are you fine? ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ, I am fine because my health is good, I have got good marks in FA1, Corona has completely vanished from India, or I have purchased 10 masks. Right? Simple, funny answersಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಆಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ ಯು ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫೈನ್ ಟುಡೇ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ರೈಟ್. ಆರ್ ದರ್ಶನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ದ ವಿಲನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್, ಕನ್ನಡ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫೈನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ದರ್ಶನ್. ಮುಂಬೈ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವನ್ ದ IPL ಕಪ್, ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫೈನ್. ಯಾವುದು ಆಗ್ತದೆ? 10 ವಾಕ್ಯ ನಂಗೆ ಬೇಕು. ಅದೊಂದು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಇದೊಂದು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವೀಗ ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. So, what are the special features of constitution? ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ವಿಶೇಷ ಗುಣಗಳು. Come on, who are have the collected information in the Google or asking your elders or in the textbook? Yes, same thing there is there, my dear children. ನೋಡಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕಲಿಯುವುದಲ್ಲ, ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನೇ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗೆ ಸಹ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಒಟ್ಟು ಸೇರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4, 5, 6 is related to the constitution. Okay, right. First point. Yes, Constituent Assembly was there and its president was Babu Rajendra Prasad. Okay, that is the first point. Even in your assignment also note this one. Okay, Babu Rajendra Prasad had constituted, or he had again formed one Constituent Assembly, Constitution Drafting Committee. ಕರಡು ಸಮಿತಿ, ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಕರಡು ಸಮಿತಿಯನ್ನು. ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಚೇರ್ಮನ್, ರೈಟ್, ವೆರಿ ಫೈನ್. ಎಸ್, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಪವನ್, ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್? ಓಕೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ 284 members in that. Miss Sushila, what answer you have for constitution? Okay, you are right again. The constitution is the largest constitution in the world, written constitution. It is the largest constitution. ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ we should feel proud of ourselves that Indian constitution is the largest constitution in the world. Then okay, it gave fundamental rights, fundamental duties to the people. It has yes please, yes, Martis, what is the answer you have? Rajani Martis. Okay, it has a constitution, has a preamble ಇದೆ. ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಒಂದು ಕಾದಂಬರಿ ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಂಭ ಇದೆ. We the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into socialist, secular, sovereign ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಸಾರ್ವಭೌಮ, ಸೋಷಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಸಮಾಜವಾದದ, ಸೆಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಜಾತ್ಯತೀತ, ಡೆಮೊಕ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್, ಡೆಮೊಕ್ರಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ, ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ವಿ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯರು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ, ಅತ್ಯಂತ ನಿಷ್ಪಕ್ಷಪಾತವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ರಚಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಏನನ್ನು? ಸೋಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಭಾರತ, ಸಮಾಜವಾದ, ನೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಸೆಕ್ಯುಲರ್, ನೋ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಆಲ್ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಆಲ್ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ sovereign, no other countries can touch India or they can encroach Indian parts, ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಮುಟ್ಟಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಭಾರತವನ್ನು. And at the same time democracy, it is of and for and by the people, government is run, and it is also another one is there. What is that? We find it is a republic. Republic means India will have a beautiful written constitution. Constitution is a set of rules and regulations. It is a set of rules and regulations. It is a document. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಹಾಗೆ ನೀತಿ ನಿಯಮಾವಳಿಗಳ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಲಿಖಿತ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮುಂಚೆ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯರು ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಗಂಡಸರು ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಲಿಖಿತದ್ದು ಬರೆದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. But it is written, it is in a written format. So India has a beautiful written constitution. It is written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and his luminaries, assistants, other allied scholars. Okay, this is what we have to learn now here. So you will be asked in the examination, what is a constitution, what does it say? Constitution is a set of rules. ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತೆ. Constitution Drafting Committee. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್. It's a fundamental document, right? It's a fundamental document. Okay, right. So this is how Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has made India an immortal country, and he made himself as an iconic figure. See here, I am in page number 4, paragraph number 4. These are any other points that you have just collected about the constitution? Okay, ಹೌದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆಯೂ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್, ಎಸ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮಿಸ್ ಆರಿಫಾ, ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಸೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಡೇ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. 26th November 1949 was the day when it was adopted, and it has started to work from 26th January 1950. It was adopted in 26th November 1949. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 26th November ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಎಂಬ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ದಟ್ ಡೇ ಆಫ್ 26th November ಆಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಡೇ, ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ದಿನ. ಆವತ್ತು ಬಗೆ ಬಗೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಹಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಹೊಗಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥೈಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರನ್ನು ಪುನಃ ನಾವು ನೆನಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಭಾರತ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಎ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ 1950, January 26, which is also celebrated as Republic Day. That day is also a day that we will commemorate that India has become republic with the constitutional head as president as the constitutional head. So this is how ಯಾರೀಗ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೆಡ್, ಯಾರೀಗ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಯಾರೀಗ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟು ಶ್ರೀಮಾನ್ ರಮಾನಾಥ್ ಕೋವಿಂದ್. ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಂದಲೇ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದವರು ಎಂಬುದು ವಿಶೇಷ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ನಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಂದಿಯ ಬಾಳು ಬಂಗಾರ ಆಯಿತು, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಂದಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಆದರ್ಶ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಎಂಬುದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ನ ಬದುಕಿನಿಂದ ನಾವು ರಮಾನಾಥ್ ಕೋವಿಂದ್ವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥೈಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರ ಸಹವಾಸವೇ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ಆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್. ಇಫ್ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್, ಆಗ ನಾವು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗ್ತೇವೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಜ್ಜನರದ್ದೇ ಸಂಘ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ರೈಟ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್. Soon the Constituent Assembly of India afforded Dr. B.R. Ambedkar the opportunity to give the most notable and permanent shape to his social philosophy and his undying faith in the dignity of human beings. So, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar served on the drafting committee of the Indian Constituent Assembly, and he became the chairman. He will be asked who became the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee. And why will be asked? Why? Yake? He became the chairman because he had a vast knowledge related to the law and Indian social conditions. He was a voracious reader. He read plenty of books, and he had amassed lots of knowledge related to the rules, regulations and social conditions, polity, and at the same time about the human rights. ಮಾನವ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಗಾಧವಾದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಉಳ್ಳದ ಆಗಿದ್ದರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ he was a suitable person to become the chairman of the drafting committee, and he had proved to become the president of India drafting committee at the time. As the chairman of the drafting committee, Dr. Ambedkar anticipated every conceivable requirement of a new polity. So he had drawn from examples and experiences of other nations. See, ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋರೋಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋರೋಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್. We have brought plenty of special connoted words from Scotland, from Japan, from France, from America, from England. ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶಗಳಿಂದ ಆಯ್ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ literary, then political aspects we have taken from different countries. So, he being the chairman had observed all these. He read, he collected books, he read, he discussed it with all the notable luminaries or the scholarly figures, and then he brought about the conclusion to write the constitution. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರಧಾರೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥೈಸಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಳೆದು ಸುರಿದು ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳಿಂದ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಿಸಿದರು, ಅವರಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಟರ್ನಿಟಿ ಎಂಬ ಒಂದು ಪದವನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿದರು. From Japan, parliamentary variety he had introduced it. So, wide variety he had introduced from other countries also. So, he raised it brick by brick. See the brick by brick. What is that brick by brick? Brick ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಬ್ರಿಕ್? ಈ ಗೋಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಇದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ? ಇಟ್ಟಿಗೆ. ರೈಟ್, ಮಂಡೆ ಉಂಟು ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಬೈ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಬಟ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ. Slow but steadily, slow but steadily. How he had learned, he had collected information, he discussed it, he observed. So, will be in the examination will be asked. He had written the constitution brick by brick. He raised the issues brick by brick. What does it mean? It means that he collected information, he discussed it with the scholars, he observed from different events, he had experienced the Indian conditions. So, by these methods he had magnificent edifice which now stands as the fundamental rights in the Constitution of India. So, of course, there were many luminaries ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ, ಇತರ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಕೇವಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಭಾರತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕವಾದ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಅದೆಷ್ಟೋ ಮಂದಿ. ಸೊ ಅಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕೆ ಮುನ್ಷಿ, ಎನ್ ಗೋಪಾಲಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅಯ್ಯಂಗಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅಯ್ಯರ್. ಸೊ ಕೃಷ್ಣಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಗೋಪಾಲಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎರಡು ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ್. ಸೊ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಅಯ್ಯಂಗಾರ್ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರು ಅಯ್ಯರ್. ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೆ ಮುನ್ಷಿ. ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಇನ್ನೂ 2-3 ಜನ ಇದ್ದರು, ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಸಾದುಲ್ಲಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಡಿ ಪಿ ಖೇತಾನ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿ ಎಲ್ ಮಿತ್ತರ್. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ದ ಒನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ 1947, August 27. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ದ luminaries. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, luminaries. Who are the luminaries to prepare the Constitution of India? You will be asked Gopalaswamy Iyengar, Krishnaswamy Iyer, K.M. Munshi. Okay, so they were the Munchi alla, Munshi. Sumne local words upayogisu. Okay, so these are all the great luminaries who were there in the period of constitution making. So he was the pilot, the one initiator, one leader. He was the pilot of all these things. So it devolved the Dr. Ambedkar to explain with the combination of the tact and the frankness and utmost patience. But Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has a rare gift. So please note this word, a rare gift. ಅವರಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಅಪರೂಪದ ಗುಣ ಇತ್ತು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಅಪರೂಪದ ಗುಣ? ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದ ರೇರ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ದಟ್ ಎ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ explaining the difficult issues or the matters in a simple language that a common man can understand. See, Buddha, ಮಹಾವೀರ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ಪಾಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಪ್ರಾಕೃತಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ದಟ್ ಈ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರೇರ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೇರ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದ ರೇರ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್, ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸು, ಅದನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸು, ಹೇಳು. ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಹೇಳು? ದ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್, ಕಷ್ಟದ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ದಟ್ ಎ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ರ್ಯಾರ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಪೊಸೆಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಸಿ, ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ could tell the difficult rules and regulations in a simple language that a common man can understand. Okay, so ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡಬೇಡಿ, ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್. ಸಚ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಿಸ್. Okay, so till here we can conclude for the time being. My dear children, please beware that Dr. B. R. Ambedkar don't learn it for examination point of view, but learn it for the inspiration side. He should be the inspiration for us. He should be a source of encouragement to chisel something good for the future. Our society should be healthy if at all we are healthy in our thoughts, and such thoughts can be learnt by some great leaders like Dr. B. R. Ambedkar. We shall see the rest of the things tomorrow, and I have told you the two homeworks to you. One, I am fine because 10 points minimum, that is the FA1, FA2 first assignment. FA2 second assignment is you have to beautifully write whatever the points that you have just collected about the special features of Indian Constitution. ಅದರ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಹೆಡ್ಡೇ ಹೀಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸೊ ಶಾಲ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್? ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ವಿಶೇಷ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳನ್ನು ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು 10 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬರಲಿ. ಲ್ಯುಮಿನರೀಸ್ ಯಾರು, ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಟಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಯಾರು, who was the president of the Constituent Assembly, who was the president of drafting committee, who are the luminaries, and from which nation, at least from two countries, the important points that were taken. Okay, so it was called as a bag of borrowings. Indian Constitution is called as bag of borrowing. All the very best. Read well, speak well, and we shall see you tomorrow. Bye.